you find some goodies. Right in front of you.
I'm just going to try to rapid fire through all the clothes I got because I got a lot of clothes at the first sale. It was a very big rummage sale. I am glad I went to that. But I got everything for $60, so let me show you all this. Alright, let's kick it off with brand new Duluth Ballroom jeans. I'm guessing like 40 bucks a piece. Got another Duluth. This is just like a Sherpa line canvas one. This was a pretty cool one. I know it doesn't look that exciting, but I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I checked the tag and I thought it was just something basic, but I mean it is a basic brand, but it's probably still the oldest Izod tag I've come across. Alright, got this woman's jacket, kind of Western style. Alright, got this probably like 70s or 80s skirt. The brand is Trousers Up. Okay, these are all really old pants. This one, not too exciting, but very cool. They have a little bit of a taper at the end. I would definitely not call them bell bottoms, but they have a little bit of a widening. This is by the same brand as the skirt. It's Trousers Up. Right, then we bump it up a notch, okay? Same brand, Trousers Up, but wool. A little bit more of a taper at the bottom. Very cool style. I wish one of these fit me, but the waist is just too small on these. Okay, now these are a little bit cooler, I think at least. These are Alexanders. There's the tag. 60% wool, made in Italy. They are missing the lining, as you can see, or something right there. But I was told that these might be like old equestrian riding pants. Probably not too old, because in the 40s, I believe they had the very, very wide thigh leg. I was researching these, and the only other Alexander's brand that was coming up was like Alexander something. I'll pop up the name, which are very high-end pants, very unsuspecting looking also. So that's probably a Bolo pant to look for, because they sell for like $1 to $150, it looked like. I don't know if those pants are like the older label, same company or not, and they just changed and added the last name or not, but still very cool find. Excited to do research. Okay, now we're at the #1 pant find of the day. but it's these pants. Very high up on the leg. Very old school. It's tweed by Woolrich. Honestly, I haven't found that many pairs of pants at all like these ones. So this is a really cool find. Excited about these. Nothing special, just like a probably 90s LL Bean. It's that time of year, so I figure that'll sell semi-quick. Probably like a $30, maybe $40 bill. Not a special brand, probably 20 or 30. Like a women's, probably 80s jacket. Classics, and tier. I'm probably saying the second word wrong. Got this new with tags, Eddie Bauer. What's kind of nuts though is, I mean, it's like a nice soft fleece, but it's pretty basic looking, right? But since it has the tags, we got the MSRP, which was 95 bucks. I just find that to be nuts. And then just got this, probably 80s, maybe 70s, goose down, puffer jacket. Excellent for dry, cold weather. Alright, so the first sale, I had a couple of good finds, but, you know, nothing too spectacular. Got myself some movies. Always good. It was actually kind of weird because it was in a Mennonite village, which I heavily associate with older people, you know. But they had quite the horror collection, you know. The person running the sale does their pricing really cheap, so... And, you know, they do, like, the bundle deal thing, so it's usually pretty cheap. I didn't think these would be much, and I am in fact right, but they're 32 heat sweatpant jeans. I thought they were just jeans, but they're sweatpant jeans, which is worse. This is probably the biggest kitchen knife I have seen in my life. Like, this is Michael Myers on steroids. I don't know if there's too many collectors of old chef knives, but there could be. There definitely could be. And then this is probably the best find of that sale, which is this little llama alpaca ashtray. It's the best find because it is stamped 925, which is the stamp for sterling silver. It is a fairly heavy piece. It's 49 grams. And I did the magnet test on it. It's not magnetic. It has the patinaed look, and it has the stamp. So I am going to definitely say that this is sterling. It weighs in at 49 grams, so I'm pretty sure this is worth like 85 bucks, maybe 80.
Anyway, and then he couldn't, it was close to my house. Oh. So then he had to split his throat. It was the biggest nightmare. Oh, God. There's a little sign up there. Oh, okay. Marlon, do you see this? I don't know. It's really metal, though. I mean, heavy metal. Oh. Here's what it is. I don't know if I want to pay $3 for it. Oh, the clothes are $3? Oh, they're more than that. They are?
These are the blouse. Toes are 4, dresses are 4, pants are 3, shirts are 3, shoes are 4.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, this sale was actually from a guy that flips storage units. Apparently he's had other sales throughout the summer, but I never gone to his sales, and I wish I did, because he has some pretty cool stuff. I haven't come across this brand. It reminds me of, like, you know, like maybe an Apex One jacket or something like that. It's kind of like one of those old 90s puffer jackets. I guess they're not puffers, they're just like nylon, but the brand is Champ Sportswear. I haven't come across it before. I paid $4 for it. I mean, it has a decent amount of wear. I mean, like, look at that, you know? So, I don't know. I'll probably list it only at like 30. There isn't any listed on eBay, so. This was $2. Not my best buy, obviously. Probably get like $20 or $25 free shipping. I don't know. It is new, sealed in there. The top is cut, though. I got this for $4. It's a Fujifilm FinePix A900. It does power on, which is part of the reason why I got it. I usually only stick, well, I'll get most compact cameras if they're cheap and they don't seem like they're trash. But usually I just stick to the Nikon Coolpixes, Canon Sure Shots, and Canon Power Shots, because for the most part those are all like pretty good sellers, and especially if you get them cheap, they'll sell really well. Did I get the Scarface Al Pacino cigar gun display thing for myself? Yes, I did. It was $2. I cannot pass up on that. Blendtec blender for $5. I'll probably list this at 100, and I think it'll sell pretty quickly, although I haven't tested it yet. So if it works, I'll list it for 100, and I think it'll sell really quick. Okay, so the last sale I got a few pieces. I spent $25 total. I think I'll make that back pretty quickly. One of my pickups was this Baby Ben Westclox clock. It is tracking time accurately. I don't know the price exactly on it. It seemed like these were selling from like 20 to 75. I think the ones that were selling for 75 had the little, it's like another little circle towards the center top, and I don't know what that calculated, but I haven't encountered one of those yet. But it seemed like those ones are selling for more. Mine doesn't have that, obviously. So I mean, I'm gonna say at least $20. It does have some wear, but this is just a like canvas Timberland jacket. It was only $2, so I picked it up. Probably be $20 if I'm guessing. This was laying on the ground, actually. It's an Eddie Bauer women's Gore-Tex jacket. It's actually in like really good shape for being like the piece I was laying on the ground. Like, it's better than Timberland. I don't know the exact price on that, but it is Gore-Tex. It's pretty nice, and Eddie Bauer, and it is the season for that, so I'm gonna guess at least 30, maybe 40 even. I don't know. I got these for $10 for both, $5 each. N64 and a GameCube. They're like really dirty, and I don't have the cords to test these or anything like that, so I don't know if they work. Sell those as untested. I'll probably make 20, maybe 25 each on those. They also had an NES there, but they wanted 15 for the NES, and then 5 for the GameCube, and 5 for the N64. I thought that was kind of weird, but you know, hey, that's their thing. Maybe they wanted the NES, I don't know. But something that did catch my eye, I'm really glad I saw it, was, well, okay, actually first I'll show you the hanger that it was on. I haven't encountered a twisted metal hanger before. It's like a pretty heavy wire, but this is just a pretty cool old hanger. I don't know what year it's from, but I thought that was cool. This is probably my best find of the day. I'm thinking so, more than likely. I would like to preface this with, I like old clothing. I like to learn about it. I'm by no means an expert, so if I am wrong about what I'm saying, do not rag on me. I don't know. This is just my guess. You know, this thing is in pretty rough condition, but this is the piece I found today. I will take up some more close-up shots of it so you can actually view it in detail. It's kind of hard holding it and showing all of the actual detail on it. If my guess is right on that piece, it is from 1910 to 30. My instinct first, when I first picked it up, I thought it was 30s, but between Google, my own deductions, and ChatGPT, I think it might be earlier, maybe towards 1910. I'll show you close-ups of the stitching and the clasps and just the construction of it. And, you know, if you know a lot more, please let me know. or if you have any thoughts about it, please let me know also. I definitely believe it is a genuine piece though. I mean, obviously I could be wrong, like I was saying before, but I think it is a actual piece from 1930 or earlier. I'm not 100% sure what I'll price it at right now. It's pretty crazy. I feel like I've seen pieces like this before, but it never at a yard sale or anything like that. So I don't know, just really cool to find. Anyways, that will do it for this video. Oh, actually it will not. I sold something from a past video that I would like to show you. Right here is my rack of like my prized clothing finds, and just a couple that are pretty big, so I just put them on the rack because they'll take up a whole tote. But this is just like some of the true vintage stuff I found, some of the stuff I really like, and a lot of the stuff that's higher priced. So we did sell something, and that is on this rack that was in a past video. I believe maybe a video or two ago, depending on when I released this. But this did sell. It is the old 1940s or 50s leather jacket. It is a welding jacket. Like I said, rough shape, but we found this literally in a trash pile. Well, it wasn't in a trash pile, but it was pretty close to being in a trash pile. It was part of a like a sale, or like a house liquidation. So it was actually the property people that were getting rid of the stuff. So they're kind of just chucking everything out, and it was just a junk sale, air quotes. I also got a cool hat from the sale. That was actually in the trash. But we got all that stuff for like 10 bucks. I almost didn't pick this up because I bought some jackets before that were old leather welding jackets, and they just weren't worth it. They were newer. When I got this one home though, I noticed on the inside of these rivets, you know, they say like Scoville MFG Co. You can just tell from the fabric, you know, or not the fabric, but the leather. Like you can just tell that it's held up, you know. This is probably going to be a display piece for someone, if I'm guessing. I don't know. Just very, very blessed that that sold. I'm like so stoked. I don't know, it took like a week, so that's pretty nuts. I do like the clothing. I like selling clothing. I'm hoping to get more into it, like learn more about it, because I've been selling stuff for, I don't know, 2 years now. And I feel like I can niche down to clothing. It's taken me a while to actually realize that, but yeah, I've been really working on clothing lately, and I just want to, you know, find the cool stuff. So that was pretty awesome. But anyways, I'm going to end the video on this high note. Yeah, I hope you appreciated blah blah blah. I hope you like watching. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some more finds like this in the future.